Hey there everybody, I am the Mighty Plantain. Thanks for tuning into this beer review. What we've got this time is another viewer request, and this is another one where I don't quite remember who submitted the request because it was done either in person or via a quick message. I promise you, I am starting a list, so I will be keeping track and giving you guys credit for them when they come through. But I was asked to do Shock Top's Raspberry Wheat. Now I will tell you, the only reason this is showing up is because it was a viewer request. I do tend to stay away from Anheuser-Busch products altogether. Not necessarily because they're horrible or they're bad or anything like that. I don't like some of their business practices, and if you really want to know what I'm talking about, why don't you find out why Brewmasters was actually taken off of the air. Brewmasters, of course, being the documentary series that was following Sam Calagione and the crew over at Dogfish Head. It was really great. It was really interesting. And Anheuser-Busch did their thing to kill the series, basically by threatening to pull advertising. Hey, I told you to check it out for yourself, and I just told you exactly what the story boils down to. So the network killed the series, not necessarily because of bad ratings, but because of pressure from Big Beer, which is why I don't like to give them any more money than necessary. And yes, I know that whenever I buy Red Hook or some of the other craft brews or smaller brews, it is still putting money in AB's pocket, either through distribution or through partial ownership, etc., etc. Shock Top is directly owned by Anheuser-Busch. So that's my little soapbox rant for a moment there. Let's pay more attention to the beer now. So thank you for the viewer request. Viewer whose name I don't remember, or not necessarily whose name I don't remember, but I don't remember who actually asked me to do it. So that's enough of that. So they're Shock Top Raspberry Wheat. It says here it's a Belgian-style wheat ale brewed with citrus peels and coriander with natural raspberry flavor added. So let's go ahead and crack this open. Oh, I forgot they use twist tops, so I didn't necessarily need the bottle. Ooh, I'm catching a whiff of the raspberry right from here as I crack the bottle. It's faded now, but that first initial pop really hit me in the face. So while I'm pouring this out, make sure to hit me up down below with a like and a share. And if you like what you're seeing, subscribe so you get a notification every time I post a new beer review. Oh, look at that. That frothed up really good. It's actually slightly cloudy. It's very pale. Reminiscent of lemonade in terms of the color. You know, like a cloudy lemonade. So it's very pale, very yellow, lemony looking. Not very effervescent. I don't see a lot of bubbles coming up through here. And it is slightly cloudy. Oh, that's all raspberry. Nothing but raspberry. And it's definitely a nice, light, easy to drink wheat beer. It's going down very smooth. But all raspberry up front. And a bit in the finish. No particular hop notes or malt characteristics coming through. Like I said, it is a wheat beer, so it's basically just a beer with raspberries added. That being said, though, it is very smooth, it is very crisp, and it is quite refreshing. This is another one of those nice, light, fruited beers that would be great in the summer. Hey, it is summer. Unfortunately, I'm inside right now and not sitting out in the nice hot sun or around a campfire, which is where this would be a great beer. You got to have the right setting to go with your beer. Sometimes. Some beers go well with any setting. So, personal feelings aside, I'm trying really hard not to deduct points for that, but this is not a great beer, but a good beer. It's very solid. It is extremely drinkable, very refreshing, crisp, fruity, sweet, smooth. I gotta give it a 3.5 out of 5. I mean, it's not blowing me away or impressing me. There's no really great hop blend. There's no really decent malt backbone. It's basically just a beer, fruited, and that's all I'm getting is fruited beer. Beer flavor, fruit flavor from the raspberry. Nothing else different. No subtle notes, no weird hints of anything. But because it is so drinkable, so crisp, and so refreshing, I do, grudgingly of course, have to rate this beer somewhat above average. Bear in mind a 2.5 out of 5 is an average rating for a beer on that scale, and I'm putting this at a 3.5 out of 5 just because of its drinkability, its refreshingness, and the fact that it's going to go down smooth, easy, and it's perfect on a nice hot summer day. But that's just my opinion. Hit me up down below in the email link or the comments section down below. Let me know if you agree or disagree. I'll also put a quick user poll right up here. It'll allow you to rate the beer 1 to 5. I only get 5 choices with the YouTube user poll, so I'm not going to be able to give you the half ratings. But go ahead and make sure you click on that and rate the beer real quick. Give me a general idea of where you'd put this beer. Help me calibrate with my audience. Other than that, thanks for watching. Until next time, cheers. Now, a little while back, we did a bit of a comparison with the Not Your Father's Hard Root Beer review.
Thanks for having me.
Well, thanks for the beer, man. So, highly recommended by you. The Extreme Beer Fest this weekend. We'll be able to get a hold of, I believe it's the American